Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the exact methods I use to land freelance clients on Twitter. This is a continuation of the Freelance 101 class. If you had watched the video on high-paying in-demand freelance skills, how to implement these skills, and how to create a portfolio and host your samples, then this is the next video you should watch. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to include the link in the description and you can go ahead to watch that video. So let's get started on how to land a freelance client on Twitter. I'm going to follow the following 5 steps. The first one is you networking with people. It's important to network on Twitter. You can't just stand alone on social media. It doesn't work that way. You need to actually connect with your clients, connect with other freelancers. You also need to make use of hashtags, keywords, and Twitter search. You need to join Twitter chats, you need to join Twitter space, you need to attract high quality followers, and you need to be proactive. If this is not your first time freelancing, you definitely know that you cannot be lukewarm about looking for clients as a freelancer. You need to always be proactive. You need to always be searching for clients. That's one of the drawbacks of freelancing. But once you find these clients, the pay alone is enough to make you keep searching for these clients. So how do you find these clients on Twitter? Let's go to the first method. First, you need to follow top influencers in your niche. Take for instance, you're a graphic designer. You go to the search tab and then you search for graphics design. You actually search the service, not graphics designer. You just search graphics design. If you're a writer, you search writing. If you are a developer, you search software development, not software developer. The reason is because when you search graphics designer, instead it's going to show you people that are looking for jobs, other freelancers like you that are graphics designers that are looking for jobs. If you search writers, it's going to show you other writers like you that are looking for jobs. If you search web developer, you're going to see other web developers like you that are looking for jobs. So you need to search web development, graphics design, writing, just depending on the service you offer. So when you search for that, the query, as you go through the search query under the top tab, you don't go to the latest or people. Under the top tab, you look for those with high engagement. For instance, this guy has high engagement. The second one has high engagement. The third one has high engagement. The next one has high engagement. You look for all those posts with high engagement. The thing about posts with high engagement is that most of them are not influencers. They're just people who they are just people that had their posts go viral. So you need to ensure that you go to the profile of that person, ensure they have a good following, ensure they have an active engagement, not just a lot of likes with no comments. There should be a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of retweets. So when you search those people, you follow them. Once you follow those people, those are the influencers in your space. Because they are talking about this thing frequently, there's a probability that they are going to list jobs, they are going to mention when they need jobs, when other companies reach out to them and tell them that we need so service, we need this skill set, they are going to list out these jobs on their timeline. So you need to ensure that you are following those influencers in your niche. It does not just end in following the influencers. So now you follow the influencers. The next thing you should do is you should ask questions. Ensure that once in a while you are liking this person's tweet, you are retweeting their tweets. And when you retweet, make use of the quote tweet. Ensure that when you use the quote tweet, like for instance, when you click on retweet, you see quote tweet. Ensure that when you quote, I will make them check out your retweet. You write something that either shows that you're an expert in your field, or you write something or you ask a question that will make them want to come to your profile to reply you. The idea here is for you to grab their attention, for them to notice you, to continue doing this, liking their tweets, retweeting their tweets, and asking reasonable questions. You want to ensure that you keep the dialogue open The thing about chatting is that we are usually so fast to want to end the chat. Someone will be chatting with you and you just quickly end it with, okay, I'll see what I can do about that. No, you need to keep this dialogue open. You need to ensure that as you are communicating with this person, you don't just end the chat halfway, so that you could come back later and continue that chat and the person will be willing to continue the chat with you. It may seem tricky that the person will not be interested in continuing this chat with you, but that's not the case if you keep your dialogue open. The way to get clients on Twitter is by following your prospective clients. So you followed influencers. Now you need to follow prospective clients. How do you know who are your prospective clients? You need to research. If you watched the last video that talked about high-paying freelance and in-demand freelance skills, this step was already discussed there about finding your ideal clients, the people you like to work with, the people you like to write for. This all depends on your niche. So once you found your niche, for example graphics design, and then you niche down to graphics design for so type of brand, you go on Twitter and look for these brands. Before you even go on Twitter, you need to go on Google and search something. Do a search like this. So if you want to work for graphics design brands, you just search graphics design brands on Twitter. You see a lot of search results. You see a lot of search results that are Twitter related like this. You see a lot of blog posts on this. So you know those brands already, and then you copy their name, go on Twitter and search for them. The same thing for writing. If you want to write for digital marketing brands, you just search digital marketing brands on Twitter. You want to write for the crypto brands, you search for crypto brands on Twitter, or you just go on Twitter and do a direct search crypto brands, do a direct search graphics design brands, do a direct search digital marketing brands. You see those search queries. Let me try and show you what I mean. Let's do digital marketing brands over here. So when I clicked on people, as you can see, we have World Famous Marketing. This is a digital marketing brand already. We have Fashion Blogger. This is a digital marketing brand. That Ecom, digital marketing brand. Digital marketing stream. Bad Dog, digital marketing brand. So if you want to write for this brand, you have to follow them. The next way to get clients on Twitter is by getting listed on Twitter. How do you get listed on Twitter? You can make a Twitter list. A Twitter list is when you get several numbers of persons together, people that are following you, other top influencers. It must not just be people that are following you. You create a list and have all of them on that list. Then they'll get to collaborate to that list. Whatever they post, the people on that follow that list will get to see that post. So here are lists that I follow, content marketing folks. The thing about lists is it's easy to follow lists. You can follow just any list, but being able to collaborate, being able to post so that other people will see you is difficult. So that's why you need to follow these influencers and engage with them. You need to follow these brands and engage with them. When you engage with them and then they get to know you as someone that is an expert in your field, either they offer you the job directly, or you could ask them that you want to add them to your list, or you want to join their list. You collaborate with them. So that's one way of getting to their list. Another way to find jobs on Twitter is by connecting with other freelancers in your niche. You need to do this: comment on their posts, connect with them, let them know you're open to any opportunity or gig. Most of the job listings I apply to are recommended by my friends, because I connected with other freelancers, and when I connect with them, if they get to see a job listing before I do, they share it to me via my DMs. So the same thing, I need to connect with people, tell them that, hey, if you come across any job listing, you can send it over to me, you can do this and you can do that. So that's it. The next method is using the search tab. How do you do this? You go on Twitter and go on search. Go to search Twitter. You can search this way: writing jobs, click enter, the search query is going to show, and then you see people that use the term writing jobs, and then you could apply to jobs under that. Have internet, legitimate remote job, looking for jobs and gigs ranging from these here. Then you also see other freelancers saying they need writing jobs, but you need to filter. Then you can also use another search term as like writers wanted. You start seeing jobs that have writers wanted. If you're a graphics designer, graphics designers wanted, web developer wanted, virtual assistant wanted, virtual assistant job, writing jobs, copywriting position, graphics designer position. Make use of search terms that have to do with job listing. Make use of search terms that you think your prospective clients will be using to list their jobs. So those search terms are terms like hashtag copywriter, so hashtag whatever your skill is, graphics designer, hashtag virtual assistant, hashtag web developer. Another term is copywriter wanted, graphics designer wanted, virtual assistant wanted, web developer wanted. Whatever your skill is, then you add the term wanted. Another search term is copywriting position, graphics design position, virtual assistant position, web design position, web development position, digital marketer position. Whatever your skill is, you add the term position at the end. Another search term is copywriter job, virtual assistant job, graphics designer job, web developer job. Whatever your skill is, you add the word job at the end of that skill. So those are the search terms that you could use to find skills using the search. Those are the search terms you could use to find jobs on Twitter using the Twitter search. Another way you can find jobs on Twitter is by tweeting about the latest trends in the industry. You need to show that you're an expert. You need to give value, talk about things you are working on, talk about things you are doing, give professional advice, ensure that you're talking about the things you are working on, ensure that you just show that you're an expert on Twitter. So those are the ways you can get jobs on Twitter. Very simple ways. The most effective ways that I have used and that have always worked for me is by connecting with other freelancers, so they get to send me job postings they see on their timeline, using the search tab to look for jobs and apply for jobs, and then following brands and influencers in the niche you are specifying in. So those are the 3 ways that have worked for me, and you can use any of those ways or any of the other ways that I mentioned in this. So after tweeting about the latest trends in the industry and providing values and every other thing, you need to ensure that you include links to your tweet, include links in your bio, links that take people to your portfolio. When you're tweeting, you include links of samples of jobs you've done before. These links, you can shorten these links using bit.ly and every other link shortener out there. Another tip you should note is that you need to be able to target a specific area. You need to really niche down. You don't need to be too broad, so that when someone comes to your profile to see what you're doing or what you're offering, they are not confused. So you need to specify and choose a specific niche. Like for writers, for example, you cannot be talking about wedding, digital marketing, this, or you just have to be very general about your skill as a whole. If any of those 3 methods I mentioned do not work for you, you could host a Twitter space, create a community, put in other freelancers like you in this community. You guys get to talk, share ideas, invite brands and influencers to come on these communities and Twitter spaces to talk. From there, you get open to job opportunities. And another way is by making sure that your profile is very professional, and then you create a Twitter ad, run ads on your Twitter profile, reaching your target audience, reaching your prospective clients. These ads will be shown to people that are interested in your service, and then they could hire your service if they want. Twitter ads are a very effective way to meet your prospective clients. So before you run these Twitter ads, ensure that you've already created enough value for your prospective clients. You've already talked about what you're doing a lot on your profile. You've already mentioned steps you intend using to work for your clients. You have already ensured that you listed out how you work, the way you work, and every other thing. You need to be able to grab their attention so that when you run these ads and they go to your profile to check what you're offering and what you're doing, you can grab their attention. Use a lot of links, redirect them to where they will place the order, your Fiverr, your Upwork, or your portfolio, or you close the deal directly on Twitter. So before you run the ads, ensure that your profile is already set and ready to be able to convert these people into returning clients. So that's it for this video, guys. Before I go, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the notification bell to know when next I'm going to drop a video on how to find freelance clients on Facebook. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.